Am I going crazy or is he a narcissist? We're going to break it down in this video. Hey there, I'm Dr. Melissa. I'm a trauma expert and top doctor. And in this video and on this channel, I help you identify the hidden narcissists in your life. Then turn that trauma into gold so that you become stronger and more powerful than ever before to become and to live truly anti-fragile. If this is something you know you need more of in your life, click subscribe, click that notification bell so that you're notified as soon as my next video posts. So, am I going crazy or is he a narcissist? The answer may be both. Why? Because narcissists make their victims feel like they're going crazy. It's part of the way that they exert power and control over them. It's part of the way that they get their narcissistic supply. So I'm going to ask you 10 questions that are going to help you answer this question. Am I going crazy or is he a narcissist? Question number 1, does he act differently around different people? Narcissists are chameleons. They take on the interests, the characteristics, the qualities of the person or the people that they are around. So if your significant other is extroverted and loud and loves to drink and talk about sports when he's with the guys, but when he's with his family, he's very quiet and reserved and, likes sort of quiet conversation. And then when he's at the office, he's the friendly, likable, charming guy who kind of makes fun of himself and everyone laughs and he's just fun to be around. It's important to notice, does he act differently around different people? Second question, does he lie? Narcissists are pathological liars. They lie about nearly everything, big and small. They lie about things you have no idea why they are lying about. They lie about their feelings. They lie about their lack of feelings. They lie about their lack of responsibility, and they project the blame onto you. And if you want to know more about this specifically, then I encourage you to watch my video, Why Are They Always Lying? They Might Be a Narcissist. Number 3, when he does something wrong, do you feel badly after and then apologize? This one is huge because narcissists are the master of deflecting the blame and the responsibility from themselves and whatever it is that they did that hurt you and making it about you and something that you did wrong. Say, for example, he gets up, he's trying to get ready for work, he's got no clean shirts, and he yells and screams and rants and carries on about you having not done the laundry. Now, mind you, this is a grown man who's perfectly capable of putting his own shirts in the washing machine, right? If he wants to make sure he has clothes for work the next day, he is perfectly capable of making sure that that happens. It's not actually your responsibility. But he rants, carries on, yells, puts you down, devalues you, that sort of thing, and then does not speak to you, say for 2 or 3 days, until you apologize for not having done his laundry. And he will never apologize, by the way, for ranting or yelling at you because he feels that that was entirely justified because you had not done his laundry. Number 4, does he use your insecurities to get what he wants? For example, you're feeling kind of insecure about being quiet and shy. He wants to go hang out, be loud in a bar, drinking with his friends, wants you to come with. It's totally not your scene. It's not something you want to do. You don't particularly like him when he's drunk. You don't particularly like him when he's with his friends. But does he play on, oh, see, you're so shy and quiet. That's right, I should have known you wouldn't want to come, to get you to do what he wants. Number 5, does he twist your words? Do you say one thing so clearly, and next thing you know, he's like contorted and really bastardized this statement into something that doesn't at all resemble the intent of what you were trying to express? Number 6, does he distort your reality? Does he deny that conversations happened when you know that they happened? Does he use language and other people to distort your reality and the way you see yourself? For example, saying, everyone always thinks you're such a stick in the mud. Loosen up. Does he tell you things happened when they didn't? And I'll tell you, this one is really tough, because here's this person that you love, and you're thinking, they can't possibly be messing with me, but this can't possibly have happened. How could I not remember something like this? It's crazy making. It's intended to be crazy making. It destabilizes you. And we'll talk more about gaslighting, the distortion of reality, in an upcoming video. Number 7, does he do or say something that seems nice, but somehow leaves you feeling badly? Like maybe he gives you a gift card, which took really no thought or effort, and then says, it's because you're always so picky, right? Does he do something that seems on the surface to be nice, giving you a gift, saying something, doing something for you, but there's either a put down attached to it, or there's strings attached, now you owe him, or something that leaves you feeling badly? Do you feel edgy, uneasy, or unable to relax around him? You know, it's really interesting because in society and culture these days, we've really been taught to discount the wisdom of our body, to only trust our mind. And our mind is great at processing and analyzing information, but our body knows the truth of what's going on in a way long before the mind catches on. So when we go into our mind and when we're destabilized, we're trying to process what in the heck is even going on in this situation, in this relationship, we're exclusively in the mind. We're not listening to the wisdom of the body. But if you were to check in when you're with your closest girlfriend, when you're with your mom, when you're with someone that you know really loves and cares about you, check in at whether or not you feel relaxed, whether or not you feel comfortable. Then check in when you're with your partner and notice the same thing. Do you feel relaxed and comfortable, or do you feel like you're kind of sitting on the edge of your seat? You're kind of walking on eggshells because you're not really sure what's going to happen next. That's amazing wisdom from your body. Number 9, is he like a toddler in terms of taking responsibility for the disasters in his life and in his relationships? Does he actually take responsibility and own his mistakes? Or is he like the toddler who is just kind of blames someone else? It's this other person's fault he didn't get the promotion. It's your fault that he is controlling about the money because you spend too much. It's the tennis court's fault that he missed the shot because there was a pebble on it. There's something else or someone else to blame always. It's never him. And the biggest question, the one that I really want you to consider is, do you feel like there's something wrong with you? Victims and survivors of narcissists almost always end up feeling like there's something wrong with you. The problem is him. It's not you. That's not to say that there aren't places where you could get clear, where you could find yourself, where you could gain clarity, learn to trust yourself again. It's not to take away the personal growth and development and evolution that is possible and available to you. But in a relationship with a covert narcissist or any narcissist, the problem is not you. The problem is them. So let's look at these questions again. Does he act differently around different people? Does he lie? Does he do something wrong, yet you are the one that feels badly after and apologize? Does he use your insecurities to get what he wants? Does he twist your words? Does he distort your reality? Does he do or say something that seems nice on the surface but leaves you feeling badly? Do you feel edgy or unable to relax around him? Is he like a toddler in taking responsibility for the disasters in his life and relationships? And do you feel like there is something wrong with you? If you answered yes to any or all of these questions, type he or she is a narcissist in the comment box now. Name it. Knowledge is power. Then share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. And if you'd like support with this, I would love to see you in my free private Facebook group, Anti-Fragile Narcissist Survivors. And if you know that you've been down this path, that you've asked these questions, that you're ready to break free, that you're ready to rise above it, to rise above the trauma and the havoc that they wreak in your life and connect to the truth of who you are, to become truly anti-fragile, I invite you to join me at liveantifragile.com. I am Dr. Melissa, and I will see you in the next video.